Step into the new when you drive a Chevy. It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. And find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Chevrolet.
Hey, welcome back to High School Game Day here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. We go north to the Barstow School. We welcome in head girls basketball coach Rodney Gilliard. Coach Gilliard, thanks for your time today.
Oh, thanks for having me, Guy. Appreciate it.
Coach, you guys just 2 games under your belt right now. Just talk just briefly about your team, what you've got coming back from last year and what you had to replace with graduation.
Yes, our 2 games into our season. We're light on girls right now. We have 6 active players. We have 3 that are new. But we're excited about the group that we have. We've got a lot of potential in our core 5. We're young. We've got 1 junior, 3 sophomores, a couple of freshmen, but everybody's going to have to contribute for us to have a chance to win. But things have been going good so far.
As you look at your schedule, obviously you started off here with the Clinton Lady Cardinal Invitational. Any changes to this year's schedule from last year?
Slightly, but we're still playing a very competitive schedule with the group of girls we have in our school size. We have a big Grain Valley tournament that's coming up in January. It's going to be a big test for us as well. But overall, our competitive schedule is about the same as it was last year.
Coach, at this point, you're just a couple of games into the season. Are you relatively healthy right now as you're heading into the holidays?
Yes, we are. We've got a game tonight, and then we've got a long break. So we will play tonight, then we won't have a game until the first week in January. So we've got some time. But we've been relatively healthy. Girls are working hard every day, getting prepared to play.
And Coach, for the viewers that may be not familiar with maybe a conference that you're in, if you're in a conference, I know there's a lot of things that have changed, but what does that look like with regards to your schedule?
Yeah, our conference schedule is pretty tough. We've got University Academy, Pembroke Hill, St. Michael, Summit Christian. We've got some really good teams in our conference. And we're excited about playing those teams as well. Van Horn's in our conference as well. But all those teams have high-level players that are well coached. So we'll be competitive in our league, but it's a very competitive league we have right now. Probably the best it's been in a while.
Again, we're visiting with Barstow School's head girls basketball coach, Rodney Gilliard, and this is a Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athlete of the Week presentation presented by the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Coach, you've got Amillia Prochnow there beside you. Tell us a little bit about this young lady and what makes her special.
Yes. Amelia's a South in Barstow, and we're glad to have her. She brings a level of ability on the offensive end that's pretty special. She puts a lot of time working at her game, but it's very refreshing to have someone with that potential that you can coach and work with and help lead your team. But she's a dynamic scorer. She had a big week in our first 2 games, 23 points in the first game, actually 43 in the second. Been really good at getting us going on that end of the floor. But again, she's a player that has aspirations, at this game and the sport, and she just puts a lot of work in.
Very good. And she's there beside you?
Move over and let you talk to her. Good morning.
Amillia, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am wonderful. So 66 points in your first 2 games. Tell us a little bit about that. What were you having some success with?
My thing was that my teammates were letting me take the shots that I was able to take. I was reading the defense, and my teammates were letting me take the shots, and they knew that I caught fire, so they were there and they were cheering me on. So I just kept shooting them, and they kept going in, and my teammates were there and they were picking me up. So.
Is that something during pregame? I talk to a lot of pitchers in baseball and sometimes some quarterbacks that when they're warming up and getting ready, they really feel like, hey, I can't miss, or I'm going to throw a lot of strikes. Or do you find that in basketball where you're warming up and you feel like, hey, I can't miss today?
I do. When I'm in warm-ups, I know that those might be my only shots I get in the game, so I need to go max effort in them. So my teammates are there. They see me make my shots, so they're like, hey, good shot. And so then I just get that kind of like, ooh, I get this. And then in the games, it kind of just translate with them.
Tell us a little bit about what your roles and responsibilities are on the team. Where do you play? What position? And what are your responsibilities?
Okay, so I'm point guard. I try to make sure that my teammates understand that I'm point guard and I can get them the ball at any time. I also like playing guard. I got a teammate named Alex. I'll let her bring up the ball sometimes. We'll all, but mainly I'm.
Is that a position you've played? And I know you're young. You're not even driving yet. But is that a position that you've played since youth basketball all the way through? Is that your main position?
Yeah, point guard and shooting have always been my go-to. I'm always one or two.
Do you have a favorite? What would you rather play?
Scoring guard. I like point guard because then, I like point guard better.
Like to have the ball in your hands?
Yep.
As you come into this season, did you have any maybe personal goals or team goals that you wanted to reach?
As make sure that everybody is like good, like on the same page, everyone's happy. But then, just individual goals, making sure that I'm reaching my goals out after high school and like going to college, and make sure that I can play some good defense.
Do you have a particular college or level that you'd like to play at?
D1, but any colleges like Kansas State, KU, Colorado, Texas, anything close, I'm good with.
All right. Very good. Now tell us, does this come from your family? I mean, who has really kind of maybe influenced you in your career? Is it family members? Is it maybe a former coach? Is it friends? Who has really kind of influenced you to play at this level?
So my parents, they played basketball. My mom played high school. My dad played, he played football. So I have a cousin named Nicole Oldie, and she played at Kansas State, and her jersey's still hanging up, and then she went to the WNBA. And so she kind of just, I don't know, I never got to watch her when I was growing up because I was so young. But after my mom kind of told me, like, she was in the WNBA, she played at Kansas State, I kind of just played basketball after that.
Outstanding. Well, what do you do on a daily basis? Now you've got a game tonight with you and Kaufman.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing throughout the day to kind of get prepared mentally and physically? Are you drinking lots of water? Are you trying to get rest? You listening to music? Are you watching film? What are you doing?
Well, breakfast, get ready to go to school, get my academics out of the way, and then listen to music, make sure I'm drinking lots of water and eating some good snacks, and then that's ready for the game then.
Outstanding. Well, Amillia, I have one more question, and I am a mandated reporter. Okay. Do you always wear your seatbelt?
Yes.
You paused.
I did.
All right. Well, hey, Amillia, on behalf of Chevrolet and the Missouri State Highway Patrol, congratulations on being named an Athlete of the Week.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Hey, you bet. Coach Gilliard, I hope you're still in the room, but Coach, you got Kaufman tonight. What are you gonna have to do to come out on top?
I think the key for us is how well we compete on the defensive end of the floor. We've shown in the first two games we have the ability to score and compete on that end. We've been talking about it, watching film on that side of the ball, and we just got to close out games, possessions. We're getting stops down the stretch. And so I think we'll be okay there. We've been talking about it. Hopefully we can make some strides towards that tonight. And if that works out well, we'll come away with a win.
Outstanding. Well, Coach, I greatly appreciate you helping set this up and get me the emails and making your guys available here for this 3 o'clock time. And I know you guys have got practice, or actually you've got a game. So you're getting ready to go play. But Coach, thank you so much. And again, on behalf of Chevrolet and the Missouri State Highway Patrol, congratulations to Amillia Prochnow.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
You bet. You're watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us, hey, take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. And we'll